Welcome to the YouTube video. So here's a run through of my Sunday and most typical days really. First thing I do when I wake up is check in on my online coaching clients, check some emails, and then I'll start making some TikTok content. You can see me recording with a mic attached to my phone here. I'll make a couple of pieces of content depending on what I want to do and what I'm interested in. Then I'll start getting ready. I'll go shower, brush my teeth, sort my hair out. Then I'll go ahead and have some breakfast, which is typically some fruit, some protein granola, and some protein yogurt mixed together. So I have a lot of bits to take with me to the gym, more than the average person. So I make sure my bag is packed correctly, make sure I have my tripod, all the stuff for recording, as well as the equipment I need for that specific workout. I've got a weight belt here, or rather a dip belt, to use for that workout because it's a push day here. So then I'll go ahead and have my pre-workout, which you don't have to have, and I don't have on every single training day. Most days I will, and that was an insight into my protein shelf that I have, which is filled with stuff at the minute. So I typically arrive around 11 in the morning for my workout. This is me walking into the University of Birmingham gym. And today, as I said, was a push day. So here is me warming up, doing some simple dynamic stretching, some yoga movements. I'll do this every single workout, and the goal of a warm-up is to prime the muscles you're about to train and ensure you work out any restrictions in mobility, any kind of pains, anywhere that causes issues for you before you train, so you can effectively target the muscles and move properly. So we then start the push day, and the first movement on this one is the weighted dip, which is a sorely underrated exercise. It's by far one of my favorite ways to hit the chest and triceps. And personally for me, it's improved my shoulder stability a lot. My shoulder blades, the scapula, which is really helpful for a lot of different things, particularly as I'm interested in and trying to improve at Olympic weightlifting. So here we worked up to 42.5 kgs for sets of, I think, 8 to 10 reps. And I normally do around 4 sets of this before we move on to the next chest movement. And for me, that next chest move is the Smith press. So I have a few different goals. One is Olympic weightlifting, but the other is hypertrophy, so bodybuilding. And the Smith press for me is a more comfortable, less fatiguing way to train the chest and go quite close to failure to really focus on building muscle compared to the bench press. We worked up to 2 plates on each side for this, for sets of 5 to 10. Did 4 sets, and don't worry too much about my elbows. I promise you they're absolutely fine. I get questions about this all the time. It's just my individual mobility. I just happen to have elbows that look like they're hyperextending, but there's no pain. It's absolutely fine. This next movement is a favorite of mine too. It's the single-sided upright row to hit these side delts. I hit side delts on my push days. And then after that, we have this clavicular fly with the cuffs on a cable machine. Great upper chest exercise, which I'm a big fan of for the constant tension on the cable machine. So then we have the second side delt exercise, which is another big favorite of mine. This is the cuffed crucifix raise. It's essentially a cable lateral raise using the bench for additional stability. And we like this because of the fact your grip is removed from the equation. You have this consistent tension from the machine. So you have a really nice isolated amount of tension on that side delt, which you can see right here. And then we finish up all of that with some tricep isolation, just a couple of sets since we hit the triceps indirectly through the pressing earlier and the dips. So this is all we need. And with that final exercise, no, we are not done. We're not just walking out of the gym after training. We do some mobility and stretching. So this is a loo raise, which is really good for overhead mobility, which I do. I did 10 kilos each side for the first time, which is actually very challenging and quite scary. If you ever try these, be very careful. But it's an excellent shoulder mobility exercise and for overhead stability, which I've learned from Chinese weightlifters. This is another thing which I've learned from those guys. Just hitting the rhomboids, the traps, getting some good shoulder mobility, specifically the shoulder blades moving naturally. And then this is something that's really specific to Olympic weightlifting, which is some shoulder dislocations or rotations using a training bar. So this bar is not 20 kilos, don't freak out, it's only 5 kilos. But getting strong on doing these and with control has really helped my mobility and overall just confidence in doing Olympic weightlifting, particularly here, the snatch movement, which is really challenging. Then we actually do some stretching. The final things, we stretch all the muscles we just trained. So stretch the pec, the triceps, the front delt, anywhere that feels particularly tight, we stretch it out. And then that is my gym session. Now with this incredible lying, you have to go and do a thorough check of the post-workout gym pump. So the physique, as I've been saying lately, is something I'm pretty content with, pretty happy with. We're just gradually growing, learning new techniques or skills in the gym, you know, working on improving muscle mass gradually, but not really focused on hitting certain body weight or body fat percentage or anything like that. Just enjoying the process and improvement and progressing consistently every single week. That's the main thing, enjoying that process. And so, man, I feel good, look good, triceps and side delts, the abs are still there, pecs are looking good. So here, this is a little bit later on in the evening, went to Birmingham City Centre to explore. Christmas lights are all up. Can you believe it's Christmas, guys? It's that close already. It's gone very quick. And I actually went to get some Japanese food nearby. So this is a little Japanese restaurant called Mount Fuji, just around the corner from those Christmas lights. And got some ramen with some chicken karage and tempura. Not a bad Japanese place, pretty happy. Sometimes you just need some ramen to fill that spot. You just crave it. I don't know about you, but I do find me craving ramen for no reason really, and enjoy footage of me enjoying my food. By the way, that was definitely not cold enough to eat. That burned the hell out of my mouth. We also got some dessert, which is a chiffon cake with green tea. And yeah, that was delicious. So once I get home, I then do some more work. So it's a Sunday, that is the day I do all of my online coaching client updates to their programs, weekly check-ins, see how they're doing, if they need any advice, any questions answered, any just motivation or support, I will give them that, and I record voice notes, I'll get on phone calls with them. And after that, I'll spend some time maybe making some TikTok content as I did that evening. Usually in the afternoon, I do a bit more of that. And then I go on TikTok live most evenings as well. Hey, look at you sus, I see all your names. You're on YouTube, all of you little sassy buckers. Roger is juicy. Sassy buckers. Come on boys, you gotta do better than this. Daddy Roger. Let's see if this makes the cut for the YouTube, I don't know yet. Bodo sees. That was my day on Sunday. I thought I'd record a little outro clip here as I'm literally currently editing that video you've just watched. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I have made this commitment to get on YouTube and post and just produce better content and more content for you guys. So hopefully that was interesting and you saw an insight into what my days typically look like. That was that specific Sunday, but a lot of my days actually do look like that. You know, I'm not eating Japanese food every single evening, obviously, but like in terms of the work, in terms of content, in terms of all of that, that's what I do. You know, TikTok live, that's kind of what my day is like nowadays. So if you enjoy that, I'll be making more content similar to that, but just more fun stuff, just different things to show off what I'm about. And hopefully you guys will subscribe if you are here for that. And I will see you in the next YouTube video. Who would have thought, eh? YouTube. Big man thing. Not just TikTok. Peace.